Hi guys, it's Johnny from Kalponic Studio. Today I'm going to make a tile set and I'll show you some cool tricks and tips. Just to let you know, this is gonna be different from my usual videos. It's gonna be a little longer and you will see me doing things and facing some troubles and etc. while ongoing. So yeah, I will just sharing my art process of making tile sets. So without further ado, let's begin. First of all, we're going to create 256 by 256 and you can see what buttons I'm pressing on right over here. Okay, so let's create that and we're going to change to outlines. And just to let you know, it's more for people who already know how to use Illustrator or any vector program. So if you're not a beginner, then I suggest you to learn how to use Illustrator first. I will make a video about it later, how to use Illustrator, the basics of it. Okay, so let's go and create a line. We're going to create a line like this and then we're going to select, press Alt and Shift key, put a little down, then we're going to create a line from here and say up to here. We zoom out. This is good, this is good, and there you go. Press Control, it's gone. Now we're going to select all of those, Control A to select all, then we're going to convert to it more live paint, then we're going to press Shift L, delete unnecessary lines. We also don't need this part, we delete that. Now it's coloring time. We're going to pick say this color, and by the way, we are using Indragesa, this color palette. It's a very popular color palette from lowspecs.com. I'll provide the link so you can find some good colors to work with. So let's color it over here. I'll pick this color, then I'll pick this color, and there we have something. Then we're going to select all, no thing. So we just personally I don't like outlines much. For me myself, I just make it because a lot of people they like it, so that's why I make it. But for just personally, I prefer without outlines. If you want, you can leave them. Okay, now it's time to create a leaf that we can use. I'm thinking to make a forest kind of a tile set over here. So there you go. Now we select this end by pressing the A. I will be sharing my hotkeys with you guys, so you can also set your hotkeys. And when I'm talking about hotkeys, you can change your hotkeys over here. You can search which one you want to select, say over here, and I have some custom hotkeys I set. This setting hotkeys is very important actually. You can make your workflow really fast, okay, and which helps to create things, especially in making game art assets. You need to work fast. So I will give you my hotkeys too, don't worry about that. So now we're going to right click and create average both. Okay, this I'm just showing you how to make basic tile sets. Later I will show you how to make more advanced, and some tips I will give it to you. I think you will find them useful. And yeah, I think this is good. Maybe make it like this. I'm pressing alt, like gets you a symmetry of on both sides, but if you just do this, then it's not a symmetry anymore, so that's why I'm pressing alt. Now we're going to brush and we're going to make a new brush. This is gonna be art brush and we want to scale it proportionally. Then we're going to go this direction and we're going to pay hue shift because you want to be able to use that brush and change colors. That's why I'm using hue shift. Okay, so Chris, okay, now we have a brush to test it. Let's create this line and select this brush, delete that. I don't think we need that. So see, yeah, we are able to create a thing. Always try to test things before you actually finalize. It's a good practice to test what you want to do. Now I'm going to create this brush. Oh, I have a bad habit of pressing always L instead of line. For me, line goes always translates to line. Sorry about that. So over here we go like this, and yeah, it's good, I guess. And we think I will change the color. Actually, I will pick this color, so it's the same color, you know. I think it looks good. So we go over here and say intersect. Oh, I almost forgot to tell you, make sure you have this align to pixel on, and also on view you go enable excuse me, enable the smart guides. Okay, so now we're just going to draw some lines like this. Again, sorry about that, I must press this, so we create lines like this, makes it looks much nicer, you know. And P, we just going to move it here, and we're going to press this again, press like this, like this, like that, like this, like this, like this. Okay, just make it whatever you feel like, and maybe I'll move to here. That looks nicer, and you can always select a tool and make it whatever you like. Okay, so we're going to over here, A means indirect selection tool. So let's do this and let's do that. I think that is looking good. Now we're going to expand. Okay, expand the live object. Then we're going to go like this and control shift G to ungroup it. Now we're going to lock this. Okay, and we also going to lock this so we don't get selected. Okay, now we're going to go like this and go to object, expand appearance. Now they has become a shape. Okay, now we're going to unlock all of the things. Okay, and actually we're gonna lock this again. Then we're going to do this and give pathfinder and press unite. Okay, so now it's in one object. Then we're going to control do like this again, and now we're going to create live paint again. Define. Okay, yeah, that's okay. So over here I think it's a live paint now. Oh, no, it's not a live paint yet. Let's do this again. Control A, K, live paint. Okay, all right. We're just going to change the color back to what it was, so that's good. Now we're just going to press shift L. Or we can do like this, you know, shift expand. Let's see over here, shift control G, press this, press that, shift M. No, we don't want that. So let us see. I made this before right away, just a moment, kind of figuring how to connect the unnecessary part. Over here, let's control Z, control Z, control Z, control Z. Control to Alt, and then we're going to object, expand. Let's just press shift M. That's good. Yeah, you can always find another way of doing things. So as you see over here, I'm doing like this. Okay, now I'm going to control 2 and click all of them and go object, expand. Okay, now we're going to go all of this and we're going to go like this, create live paint. Now we don't want to create live paint yet, sorry about that. We want to lock this, then we want to select all of this, then we go pathfinder and unite. So now this is all one object. Okay, yeah, see, this is one object. All right, now we go over here, and that's good. Then we go Control C, Control F, control the thing over here, and then we go down and Shift D to make it darken. To reduce the opacity, press this. Now our tiles is kind of done. Now I'm going to create some kind of rock kind of thing. So over here, over here, over here, rock is let's put a nice gray color, maybe more dark. Okay, now we're going to create something like this. Okay, now maybe one more, a smaller one. Okay, now we're going to use our pencil tool and make things like this, and we're going to, yeah, we're going to select all of them. Right now we don't want multiply effect on all of those, so we're going to delete multiply, but this one we want multiply. Okay, my shortcut is Shift D, and as I said before, you need to go and edit and make your own shortcut. It will really help to fasten your workflow. So right over here and right over here, and sorry about the delay, but as I told you, everybody make mistakes, sometimes I forget things. So we're going to create like this, and we're going to say divide. Okay, now we're going to create all of them and shift ungroup. Now we delete the unnecessary part. There you go, we have some nice rocks. We can then group it, then group it. Okay, and maybe we can, for in my case again the shortcut is Control R. I'm going to do like this. I think I like vertical this way. Yeah, I will get it. See how it looks. This looks not bad. I remember this is, I'm just making you show you the how to make a basic tile. Control, we're going to get horizontal this time. Yeah, this is looking not bad. Maybe this again, maybe like this. Okay, this is looking good, this is looking not bad. Control Z, and yeah, this is has multiply effect on both of those, I think. So that's why it's looking like this appearance. Yeah, this is as a multiply, so we want to delete that. Okay, get it. And to go to isolation, you double click any object and it will go to isolation. So there you go, you have some rocks. If you want, you can also add some other things. I'll leave the details and design to you. I'm just showing how to create easy tile set. Okay, and then if you want, you can create this over here. Say we Shift B for blob brush tool and select this color, then we go, and for increasing the size, we go Shift B again. You can increase or decrease by pressing this. Okay, so by pressing this or this. Okay, for some reason it's not showing. It's the bracket key right beside the slash. Okay, so I'm just going to create something like this. One tip I would like to give you, try to keep the corners like over here like straight, you know, then you can create nice things, and when you join it's not going to be that hard. So that's our basic tile sets. If you want to add more details like a holes and things like that, you can do that. But for example, I will create one simple hole for you. Say we go C, this and this. Okay, now this. Okay, say I want to make it a little darker, I guess put like this. Okay, then we same way as we created something like this, maybe create it in here. Okay, so Shift D, then we go over here. You can also use the shape builder tool, Shift M, press Alt and just cut it. Okay, you can also do that. There are many ways to do it in Adobe Illustrator, and that is one of them, and the other one I showed you before, that is another one. So there you go. You can that is how you make a cool and nice and fast tile set. Now I'm going to show you how to actually make the set itself. Okay, I have practiced over here, and you can also see how I made some nice tiles over here before, but I will show you how to make a basic one, something like this, just for tutorials purpose. That one will take pretty long time to make. Okay, I will tell you later how to make that. So let us move this on here. Let us move this out of the thingy. No, nothing, not everything is selected, so it's the same thing as before. We're going to create 256 by 256. Okay, that is good. Now we're going to create another squares. Squares are your best friend, you know. So we're going to 256 by, say, like 100. How is that? And that is too big. I think I will make it shorter. So go to transform and go 50. How is this? 50 is too short. Let's do 75. I like 75. So I will go over here again. I'm using that color palette. I will use this over here. Now I will snap it. To make sure if it's snap it or not, you can always align it. For example, go left and then go top and put it like left, then top. So there you go, our things is aligned. Okay, so that is my base, and now you control this, then you put it like this. Okay, now you copy that. No, first of all you actually go over here, press the P key and delete this. Okay, then you go over here, hold shift, rotate it 95 degree, then you see it snaps, right? Now you try to make it bigger. Okay, now you select both of them, shift M and alt to cut out the extra part. There you go, you have another thing over there. You need to move that a little bit, I think. Yeah, okay, and I think you need to move this a little bit. That's too much. You know what, we'll redo it again. That's good. See, you need to snap in here. Okay, we snap. Okay, then control C, control. Okay, we can do control instead of control. We can do this. We can make something like this. Okay, now we stretch it, select. We can do also path divide, so we can do like control shift G, we delete that. Now it's better. So now we're going to copy this. Okay, and over here we're going to say control R, vertical, preview, copy. Okay, now you can just move it over here. Okay, and we're going to delete that, we don't need that part. All right, so I'm just showing you how to make a really basic tile set. So over here we go like this. Okay, now we're going to make a square again. This time it's gonna be like 50 by 50, I believe. How? Okay, actually, to make sure, we can copy this. Okay, and then we reduce it, see, and this is, I think, transform 75 to 70. The previous one I did 50 by 50, so that's what kind of set in my mind. Then we can go over here and select the same technique, and there you go, our curve is done for it. then we go Control C, we create over here Control R, vertical, and copy, and we put it here. Then our base color would be something like this, snapping everywhere. That's cool. And then from here we can go, yeah, we can copy this again to check if it goes something like this. No, see, it match. Okay, it will kind of match in Unity engine, for example. So it's good. It's kind of, sometimes it goes in Adobe, it shows like that. So see, now we can go again, Control Alt, like this. All right, so that's kind of our tile set is kind of done. So, and then you can decorate and etc. As I showed you for the previous tile over here, you can put some decoration and etc. Now you can make this use the blob brush tool or whatever technique you want. You can put some stones, for example, something like this, say like this, okay, and bring it in the front. Okay, so yeah, so you can put like things like this or more decorations and stuff like that. And yeah, that is how you do it. And also another tip I would give you, you see I have some pre-made shapes right over here. How you make these shapes is very simple. You go over here and say 256, say 128 if you want to make it half, 128. Okay, no, we want the height actually 256. Just a moment. So 128 width and 256 wide. Okay, now create a thing like this, then maybe you go like this, then you use the curvature tool. Okay, something like this, or if you go like this, then this, okay, then something like that. And make sure when you do that, try to have this corner the same. Now you can always copy this and Control R, and this, there you go. That's kind of, you're done. Right now, if you have a shape like that, and you just have to practice to get a good shape like that. Now I already made a kind of a texture that you use in 3D game. This texture takes a long time to make, so I wouldn't show you how to make a texture. It will be another separate video where I will show you how to make a basic texture in Adobe Illustrator. You can also use Photoshop or Krita to make something, but here, so I copy this. Okay, say I align it here and align it there. Okay, over here, right? We're going to move this for now. We're going to move it over here. Okay, and then we're going to go like this. Okay, I kind of tell you this is much better way, and press Ctrl 7, and there you go, we have a clipping and we have a nice kind of thing, right? And when you make something like this, just keep the dimension the same way, right? For example, this is 200 by 256. Okay, so keep the dimension same, and you can create things like this. And the amazing thing about vector is over here you can go to color wheel and edit, and over here you can change the color. See, now it's this color. Now if you want green, you can do this color. So there you go, and that's a green, and it's looking like something like a Halloween kind of thing. Okay, so that is why I use vector software to actually make our game art for myself. And yeah, I think that's all about it. So I hope you learned something from this. Basically all these shapes are made out of squares, then after editing it they become shapes like that. Personally I don't use outlines, and then I edit those shapes and make interesting things. Okay, I always try to keep the the two corners over here and over here, like a square kind of thing. I always kind of edit over here, and as you see over here, I've made a nice shadow like that. So I just do that and it looks really cool. And you can go like whatever detail and whatever things you want. For example, this amount of detail, but you need to manage how much details you want to put and how much things you're kind of getting, you know. So always manage your time and try to do things, and over time you will make a library like this. You always save things and you can reuse the things. It's kind of concept like modular art, you know. You being modular at the same time you're being passionate on things, so you just need to find a balance. Okay, so that's about it. I hope you enjoyed this long video than my usual ones, and if you like my video, please subscribe to my channel and give a thumbs up. If you don't like, give a thumbs down, and if anything you want to know, leave a comment below. So see you next time. Thank you for watching. Have a good night.